Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Jonathan Madrid, aka Young Jesse. But anyways, in this video, it's currently like, guys, I'm always filming like really late, but it's currently 12:15. Oh my god, my phone's fixed. I didn't realize that. That looks bad on camera. I should probably go get that fixed. But anyways, yes, it's currently 12:15 in the morning. You know, your boy's out here grinding every single day, guys. We're out here working, guys. We're out here working, guys, non-stop, and that's what you guys should be doing too, non-stop working. But in this video, I think this is a while back. This was probably like 4 or 3 months ago. Josh interviewed us. He basically interviewed us on how me and Jacob made $60,000 our first couple months of drop shipping. But yeah, which was crazy at the time. But like I said, the only reason why I'm uploading this video is because tomorrow I'll be very busy. I'm gonna be working on a lot of stuff, and I don't really have time to, you know, make a video and edit it and then render it and then upload it to YouTube. So this is why I have this video. This video has always been in my camera, so I just decided to upload it. But if you guys want to watch and if you guys want to learn how me and Jacob made $60,000 in a couple months from our first Shopify store, you guys can just keep watching. It's very interesting. I know it might be long. You guys are probably like, wow, 50 minutes, that's a long time, but it's totally worth it. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to watch it, just watch the whole thing. You're gonna learn so much from it. Write notes too. It's very important to write notes when you guys are watching this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys finish this video because I already know this intro was like a minute and like 50 seconds. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I'm gonna be interviewing my 16-year-old brother and his best friend on how they made over $60,000 this summer online. And his best friend Jacob actually just bought a brand new car cash at 16 years old. So we'll be going a little bit into details on that, exactly how they did it, what they're doing. I'm here with John Madrid, aka Young Jet Set, and Jacob Canales, two 16-year-old studs. This summer they picked up drop shipping and been able to make a shit ton of money for being 16 years old. So you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
What's up guys, I'm Jonathan Madrid, aka Young Jet Set.
What's up guys, I'm Jacob Canales. I don't know what to say.
Alright guys, they're 16, so they don't get the gist of it, but pretty much a little background information on them. They both do YouTube, they do a lot of pranks, a lot of filming, a lot of entertainment. So they picked up drop shipping to not because they're necessarily passionate about e-commerce, but because they're passionate about living the life they wanted to live. And they're using drop shipping to kind of fund that, so they can have money to make, you know, sick ass YouTube videos and get well plugged into, you know, the Hollywood lifestyle. I guess you can say they've been kicking it with a lot of big YouTubers lately. FaZe Banks, Rice Gum, FaZe Rug. If any of you guys are familiar with that, Logan Paul. So they're absolutely crushing it. And yeah, I don't know any other 16-year-olds. So first of all, Jacob, congrats on the brand new car.
Thanks,
yeah, I don't know much of the 16-year-olds that bought a brand new car cash at 18 years old. So that's pretty insane. What car was it?
Genesis Coupe.
Genesis Coupe, cool. So I actually had that exact car, for those guys listening. I had that exact car when I turned like 15 and a half, 16. I didn't do it drop shipping. I did a little bit of e-commerce and like social media marketing. I talked about it on my previous podcast. You guys can go listen to it. I think it's episode 4, I want to say. But I talked about my whole journey and how I was able to take a similar concept to what they're doing, and I was doing it in real life. Obviously because social media and the internet wasn't as relevant and resourceful as it is today. But yeah, real quick. So what I'm gonna actually end up doing, for those of you guys listening, is I'm here with my buddy Elijah. Elijah is a master sales guy, affiliate marketer. Known him, he's been riding with Team Jet Set since day one and is absolutely killing it in the sales industry. But he's not very familiar with the drop shipping industry. So if you're listening to this right now, what I'm gonna have actually Elijah do is he's gonna come on here and he's actually gonna ask questions, you know, from a beginner standpoint, a beginner inside of the drop shipping industry, and ask questions to John and Jacob, and they're gonna spit back, you know, their answers and give you guys, you know, really what they did, you know, the actual secrets, the actual strategies. They're gonna give you guys all of that to how they made 60 grand combined this summer drop shipping. So what I'm gonna do is have him come on here and really just, you know, each question, you know, kind of lead into the next question, because I know a lot of you guys watching this right now might not be, you know, technically familiar with drop shipping or e-commerce at all. So that way you guys just have a better point of view. Because if I were to ask the questions, I might skip some just because I'm kind of an expert in the field and I might, you know, lose track. And that's what's kind of cool, you know, people from different industries too being able to talk, being able to link up and do, you know, moves and different industries. So I'll bring him on here, and then after that, I'm gonna come back and touch up on some other points and maybe ask a little bit more advanced questions. With that said, Elijah, bring it on.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Elijah Alexander. I'm 19 years old. Been riding with Team Jet Set since day one, doing affiliate marketing, doing all types of marketing, and just really here to learn from these two studs that I'm talking to today on dropshipping, e-commerce, and just always glad to be talking to people who are killing it in their industry. So what I want to do right now is kind of ask a couple questions from a beginner standpoint. Just because I know that, like Josh said, that there is a lot of people out there that really don't know what dropshipping is exactly. So, I mean, my first question to you guys is very simple. What is dropshipping exactly?
So basically what dropshipping is you're the middleman. So you take a product from AliExpress, put it on your website, advertise, Facebook ads, Instagram influencers, Instagram ads, stuff like that. People will go onto your website, buy a product. When they buy a product, you'll get a notification saying you made money. Take that, you order the product, ship it right to their house, no inventory at all, and you just take profit.
So you carry no inventory whatsoever?
No inventory at all.
Wow. Okay. How would one new to dropshipping get involved?
I would say first, like, if you know someone who has a Shopify store, ask them, hey, can you help me set up? Can you help me like set it up and stuff like that? And then
Reaching out to mentors.
Yeah. What else?
That's basically it. Just ask a lot of people who like are advanced in dropshipping and stuff like that.
Or
Learn
YouTube.
from them. Yeah,
Learn from
YouTube.
YouTube too. YouTube has a lot of like different like tips and tricks that you can use.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you guys have been dropshipping for how long?
3 months.
Yeah,
3 months.
Yes.
Okay, 3 months. And you guys have just made 60 grand this summer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I would want to know what's something that you guys would categorize as the most important for dropshipping.
Don't give up. Because a lot of people, they start their website and they give up because they haven't made their sale. They put up an ad and they're like, they get unmotivated, they get disencouraged, and they're like, crap, like, I'm not gonna make a sale, so they give up. Don't give up, just keep going at it. What else?
That's basically it. Like a lot of people, like after a week, a lot of people won't even put up ads. They think that just because you're gonna build a store, you're gonna get a sale. Like you gotta work into that ad category and like start making ads, and like yeah, you'll see some fail, but trial and error is honestly one of the best like learning right now.
So how did you guys first actually get involved with dropshipping?
eBay. We both started out on eBay first. We made a couple $100 within a couple days, but the fees were way too high. So I was like, I'm gonna move to Shopify. But John stayed at eBay and I moved to Shopify, and it took me I used my whole 2-week trial. I would stay up, it was school nights too. During finals week, I would stay up like till 4 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 6, go to school. But I would stay up just working on my site all night, making sure it looks nice, stuff like that. Then on my last day of the 2-week trial, I put up an ad. It cost me $8, an Instagram influencer, and I made $360, I think, off of it. And
wow.
That's when I just started realizing, like, I need to get this money, reinvest it. I reinvested it into bigger ads, saw bigger incomes. Then I saw, like, my first $1,000 day. Then I'm going to hit a $2,000 day, and I just saw it keep on growing and growing.
Yeah, so like you said, I started through Amazon, through eBay. Got stuff from, like, Amazon, and I imported it into eBay. I started selling fidget spinners because fidget spinners is like a big thing. So I got the fidget spinners from Amazon, imported it to eBay, and I sold it. I think I want to say I made like $1,000 off of eBay. And then I remember he's like, yo, start a Shopify. And I was like, no, like that seems like too difficult. Like I don't want to do that. It seems like a lot of work. I don't want to put in like the time and work and effort to make a Shopify store. And then eventually he convinced me, so I make it. And within 2 days, I had my store set up. I had everything set up, and I run an ad. It was the same one he did. It was $8, but instead I made $400. I was like, crap, like this is easy. And then I just kept going on from there. I had $1,000 day, $2,000 day, $3,000 days, and yeah, basically it.
That's very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Now I have a question for both of you. Actually, why is dropshipping the way to go?
No inventory at all. Like a lot of people would be like, they'll like kind of think dropshipping is like skeptical and stuff because you don't have to hold inventory, but like holding inventory is a big deal because like you could lose some of your stock and stuff like that. And no inventory is just better. You don't have to worry about going to the post office, shipping it out, dealing with tracking numbers, all that. Shopify does all that for you.
Yeah, like the cool thing is like about Shopify, like all you have to do is to make your website, make it look professional, and after that, you know, post an ad and then get it set up, and you click one button and it puts in all their address and information, and it ships out to them like immediately. So like it's just basically like a one click and then they ship it out. So it's pretty easy.
Awesome, awesome. And as a new person starting out, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna run into a couple hiccups, a couple trials, a couple tribulations. What were some of the biggest struggles that you guys went through starting off with dropshipping that you were able to push through and succeed the way that you guys did?
Putting up an ad and not getting your return of investment back, like that was pretty frustrating. But then you just gotta realize, don't do that account again. When you're looking for accounts, I use places like, what is it called? Webstagram, and it helps you find like Instagram influencers to get shout outs. And I just DM a lot of Instagram accounts on daily, like asking how much for shout outs. And then after that, I would go on Social Blade, check their engagement. If their engagement's real, I'll get a shout out and then get my money back or even more.
Yeah, so basically the biggest thing is like checking the engagement, because if you don't check the engagement, then you like most likely you'll lose money. Like I remember I put like $100 in and made no money back. I got like 11 visitors and they had like 1 million followers, 1.4 million. I was like so confused, and then after that, you know, I went on the browser called Webstagram, and Webstagram is like you put in your niche or put anything that's related to your niche, and a whole bunch of Instagram pages pop up that are big. And then I just contacted them and make sure that their Instagram was like legit and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure, you know, they had the views, the likes, the comments and stuff like that. So make sure you guys just like don't rush into it.
Can anyone do dropshipping?
Anybody can do dropship, no matter what age you are, where you're at. Dropshipping is available to everybody.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Okay, so if you guys are a young entrepreneur starting out and you don't have the funds to market, the funds to get your product out there, what is something that you can do to generate revenue in order to get that marketing budget up?
Alright, so basically me and Jacob, we always been like an entrepreneur like all our life. So we would go to the store like Sam's Club or something and get, you know, products for wholesale like candy, chips, and etc. drinks. And we go to school and we sell it for like $2-3 more. And we would make money from that, and we just keep flipping it. You know, all the money that we get, we just put it back into, you know,
investment, return ROI.
Wait, what? All the money that we would get, we put it back into investing it back into like candy and stuff like that. And we just keep doing it. You know, just keep flipping it, going to school, selling it, coming back with money, and etc. We saved it up. Eventually, had like a couple $100, and that's how we started. We'd also like go around the
neighborhood. Used to mow lawns for $10 a lawn, so we'll get $5.
We also like went around and then we would like mow people's lawns and stuff like that. Like we did a lot of things to make a lot of money.
Yeah, washing cars. There's many possibilities to make money as a kid out there.
So pretty much whatever it takes.
Yeah.
How much capital would you guys say that you invested in the beginning in your dropshipping business before you started making money?
Well, $8.
Yeah, $8.
So my first ad was only $8. So that's not something that usually happens, but you can always find cheap influencers.
Yeah, it was $8. I literally had like $50 in my bank account. I was bored.
Everybody has $8. Okay, so this is kind of a loaded question here that I want to ask you guys. For all those people that are out there stuck in really the traditional way of life, which is go to school, get good grades, go to college, get better grades, then send out a bunch of resumes, hopefully they land that high-paying job. Who knows what happens after that? I know a lot of those kids are stuck in that tradition and their parents are a little bit skeptical on e-commerce, on doing online business. I wanted to ask you guys, how did your parents feel when you guys were in high school doing dropshipping?
So basically, like when I started dropshipping, it was like kind of near the summer, so like it was easy. But then I knew when I was gonna go to school, it was gonna be hard to, you know, juggle school and then homework and then also like fulfilling orders from dropshipping and stuff like that. My parents were like, you know, focus on school, focus on school, focus on school. And I was like, no, like focus on money, 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 you know? And that was like, it turned out good actually at the end, but I convinced them, you know, let me get home.
So basically at first my parents were super skeptical. I came home it was the last week of school. I came home and I showed my mom that I made almost $400 that day. And she was like skeptical at first. She's like, what are you doing? Because they didn't know what I was really doing. I would try to explain to them, but they didn't really get it yet. So they were scared at first, and like my mom thought I was scamming people and stuff like that. But I started explaining to them like every day, like more and more of what it's like. I started showing them videos of what dropshipping is, and they finally realized what we were doing. And like I showed them like other people's incomes, and my mom always thought that like I was gonna go to jail or something like that because she didn't know what was going on. But I showed them like this is legit. Like pretty much everything you order online is dropship, stuff like that. So then. Made like $400. My dad was like, okay. He even said to me, he's like, you better not pass me up for making money soon. And I was like, okay. And then I remember coming home after it was July 4th. I made $2,700, and my dad was like, wow, like he was just amazed. And then like he let me be more focused in. He let me put more time into drop shipping. And like he just let me just focus on dropshipping a lot more, and like let me go out more to work, stay out later at night grinding, working on my stores and stuff like that. So it's just it took a lot to convince them, but finally I showed them results and they listened.
My turn. Alright. So basically, like when I started like dropshipping, it was kind of near the summer, onto like, was it near the summer?
It was like you started dropshipping late summer.
Basically, like when I started dropshipping, my parents were kind of like skeptical because like they're like, yo, like how you making like all this money and stuff like that. And I was just like, it's like dropshipping. And I explained to them. My dad and my mom actually like started doing dropshipping like before that. I guess they did dropshipping, so they're like, oh yeah, like we did that before you guys like even knew about that. So like, so they're kind of cool about it. Like they knew what we're doing. They're like kind of skeptical, but at the same time they didn't really care as long as I was making money, but keeping it like legal too. So yeah.
So with those entrepreneurs with their parents really not on their side about the whole e-commerce dropshipping business, what would you be able to give them as a piece of advice for their parents?
I would just try to show them results, explain to them what it is, show them a couple videos, even if you like have a mentor that who knows more about it, get the mentor and have the mentor, talk to the parents and say like this is safe, this is legal, and this is what it is, and this is how you do it. Like you want to make sure like you have someone to explain to them, just so you don't sound dumb trying to explain it to them.
A credible source.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, like showing results. I remember there's this one kid, I want to say he was 16 or 17, so basically my age, and he was like, I want to get started on drop shipping. I have the money, but my parents, like, they think it's a scam. And so he asked me if I could talk to his parents. So I talked to his parents, and like his parents thought it was a scam. I asked them, I was like, is your son in school? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, well, you're getting scammed right now by the school system, because you're not learning how to make the school, all they care is that you show up to make money. They're not there to teach you how to make money. But I was like, trust me, like, I'll teach your son how to make money. Like, he will make money from this. And after just talking to them, showing them like what dropshipping is and the results from everybody, they finally let him do dropshipping. And now I'm pretty sure he made like a couple thousand the other month or something like that.
So obviously you guys are killing it now in dropshipping. It's definitely different from the beginning as to now, I'm pretty sure. How many hours were you guys putting in back then versus how many hours you guys were putting in now and juggling school at the same time?
We're actually putting in a lot of work and time. I remember we come to Josh's place and we'd be working all day, right? And at nighttime, there'd be like a house party or like the pool party upstairs. Like, Josh, can I go? And he'd be like, no, stay here and work. I'm like, ugh, like, come on, let me go. He's like, no, stay here and work. Let's make money. Let's grind. And I was like, okay, but in the long run, it paid off because I think the next day I had like my first $2,000 day, and I thanked him for that. And then, yeah, we put in like, I want to say like 6 to 8 hours a day at like some days.
Pretty much like all summer, I remember going to sleep at 6, waking up around like 9, like maybe 9's the latest. And we'll try to just make $1,000 before 12 o'clock. And if we made $1,000 before 12 o'clock, we knew it was going to be a good day.
Mm-hmm. Like, we wouldn't be satisfied until we had like literally like $400 at 9 a.m. Because we put an ad up at like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and usually by then when I wake up, like, because I wake up at like 9, we put an ad up at like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I wake up at like 9, so like I would already have like $400 already when I wake up. So it's like, I don't know.
And trust me, the best thing ever is waking up in the morning and just seeing a bunch of notifications saying you made a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's the best feeling in the world.
Like, I remember one time, it was the first time I put an ad up at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it was 2 ads, and I woke up, and I looked at my Shopify, it said $700. I was like, no way, like, there's probably like a glitch, it's probably from yesterday's, right? And I'm looking, and I was like, no way, like, I literally made $700 right before I went to school. At the end of the day, it was like, I made $2,300 or something like that.
So, both of you guys are in school, correct?
No, I'm a dropout. High school dropout. No, I'm just kidding. No, but since this podcast called Dropout Degree, technically I'm a dropout. I'm actually homeschooled though, so it's pretty cool.
Now, with dropshipping, how do you guys juggle school with running a full-time online e-commerce business?
When I was in school, when I wasn't homeschooled, I would have a whole bunch of orders coming in, and I had homework, orders, study, and I had to like study for a test the next day, right? And it was a lot to juggle. So at some point, I would literally like procrastinate like 2 weeks to fulfill orders, and like people would be like emailing me and stuff like that, like, yo, where's my order? But don't worry about those. But yeah, 2 weeks later, I finally like fulfilled the orders. But then I just started like hiring people to fulfill my orders because it was too much. But well, if you don't have like the money to like hire people to fulfill your orders, just like ask your mom or dad if they support you. Like, hey mom, dad, can you fulfill the orders? Teach them how to do it, just so like you can study on school and your business too, without having to have stress on your back.
So basically, just time management. Like, you gotta manage your time. So I wake up at like 6, go to school, go to practice, get home about like 6. Then I'll have like 3 hours of homework and like 3 hours of business work. So I'll do my homework, do my business work. Basically, I'll just sleep at school, to be honest with you guys. I'm always falling asleep in class, and then like when I go home, drink some coffee, and then just work all night, and then just repeats.
Well, for this question, I wanted to ask you guys, how has dropshipping changed your paradigm? And if it has, how has it positively influenced your life?
Well, the first thing, I'm finally able to purchase my own car at the age of 16, so that's nice. I don't have to drive my mom's car anymore. I can finally whip around my own car that I paid for myself, and like it just feels a lot better to know that you can buy anything you want whenever you want. Like, that's the money that dropshipping has given me. I don't have to look at my bank account every time I swipe the card, which feels nice.
Yeah, like basically it opens like way more opportunities because like I can travel, I can go here or there, I can I can basically drive anywhere I want because I have the gas money to do it. Not have to worry about not having enough money to do something that I want to do. Dropshipping has like really like opened my bank account and like my eyes to more opportunities in life and stuff like that. It's basically just more opportunities, like a lot more opportunities than you guys think.
Now that's how it positively benefited you guys, but how has it changed your mindset and the way that you view things and just life in general?
Well, now, like, when I think of everything, I think of investments. Like, I could go with, like, I see, like, $100 shirt or something, like, should I buy this or should I spend $100 in ads? And so, like, my mind thinks better now. I'm way smarter on what I buy now and stuff like that. So, like,
that's, like, exactly like me. Like, I would like, think about it. So, like, if, like, there's an easy job, I'll be like, should I buy it? Is that a waste of money? Or should I buy a whole bunch of them and, flip them and resell it and, gain more money from that? Or if there's a Supreme drop, I do the same thing. I'll be like, the shirt's $50, but it's worth $100 once I cop it. So like I always think about that. When I'm spending money on like nonsense stuff, I'm like, crap, like I could have used that money for ads. Or I'll be like, I'm gonna save this for ads tomorrow and just flip it into a couple hundred, a couple thousand, and just everything that I like.
Just see everything as investments.
Yeah.
I realized it opened my eyes to school a lot because I used to think like the whole traditional go to school, go to college, get good grades, get a high paying job, all that nonsense. And basically like now that I realize like it's 2017, you don't have to get a job to be rich anymore. Like
you can make money on social media so easy. Like Ty Lopez said, for each follower you have, you should at least make 25 cents off of each follower. So if you have 10,000, you should at least make what?
Yeah, see, that's why we don't go to school. They can do that. We pay those people that go to school to do that stuff. But like basically it just showed me like it's kind of like not trying to talk bad about the school system, but it is a scam. Like they tell you, they make you sit there for like 7 hours of your life. Imagine those 7, and like you're learning about like the Pythagorean theorem or something like that. I don't even know what you're gonna like. How is graphing dots on
like John Locke? Like what?
Hey,
John Locke used to Dropship, right? And
like he shot Abraham Lincoln in the head. Like what's that gonna do with my life?
Like if you think about like these teachers are teaching us like nonsense. Like it's like why are the teacher gonna teach us something when we make more than that?
Yeah, we should be learning. If we're going to school, we should at least be learning about stock, real estate, stuff like that. Like, I want to learn about stuff that will make me residual money and make me money while I'm sleeping. Everything. Like I want to learn about plotting points on a graph. I want to learn about stocks. I want to learn how to make a lot of money. Because you're wasting 7 of your hours at life at school when you could be learning from a mentor who's making millions in less than 7 hours.
Yeah, and put that knowledge to action.
Alright, well, I mean, I think that's all the questions that I have for you guys today. Really appreciate you guys speaking with me, answering a lot of the questions. I think this is really going to help out a lot of the young and upcoming dropshippers and people that want to start an e-commerce business, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up Josh.
All right, cool. Thanks, Elijah. I do appreciate you coming over here, asking a lot of questions. Like you said, I know this is going to help a ton of people. The people that listen to Dropout Degree or the people that watch my YouTube channel, this is life-changing. I don't know much 16-year-olds that are making this kind of money. I don't think I know any 16-year-olds making this type of money, to be honest. And it's crazy. I wish I, had something like this. I could have, went online and learned this type of information when I was that young. To touch up on what Jacob was saying earlier, he wanted to learn about stocks and like real estate and that type of stuff in high school. Like, can you guys imagine right now, if you're listening to this right now, can you imagine, imagine if the 7 hours you were in school every day, starting, well, let's just say like 1 hour a day, one class a day, over the course of from 6th grade till senior year of high school, if you were taught about business, like real business, not like college business classes, not necessarily just the terminology, but real life skills, real life hacks, real critical thinking when it comes to business, and like teaching you the ins and outs of multiple different industries. Because I feel like one of the common problems is so many people, they go to college, but they don't necessarily know what they want to do with their life. I remember when I was in high school senior year, and people would be like, all right, so what do you want to college for? What are you gonna do after? And everyone didn't really know what they wanted to do. They're like, yo, I'm going undeclared, I'm gonna find out while in school. Nobody really knew what they wanted to do after high school. It was kind of like, up for grabs, and it really sucks because, especially with the rate at where the world's going nowadays, it's like, some of those jobs might be taken by freaking robots and softwares and bots, 10 years down the line. And if you don't know what you want to do and you go into the wrong industry, you might be screwed out of a job and might be going broke, in 2025. So I think it's very important, for people to figure out what they want to do. So like imagine you guys right now, if you listen to this is like, again, like where the school system is messed up. But imagine like if you were taught an hour a day, 1 day a week real estate, 1 day stocks, 1 day e-commerce, 1 day, whatever it is, just different industries. Then you would be able to go. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with going to college, but imagine you went into college with an actual game plan on what industry you wanted to go into, and if people, like John and Jacob's age were introduced to something this young, that early, that gives them a lot of time to learn. So by the time they're 18 years old, a full-grown adult, they might already be, these guys for sure will be making over 6 figures, probably by the time they're 17, but other kids like them can be 18 years old making 6 figures because they were taught in school. They didn't have to do it on their own. So one of the questions I want to ask you guys, when I was getting started, nobody really believed what I was doing around me. Everybody kind of was skeptical. They would talk shit. They were negative. I received a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, and it kind of fueled me to go harder and actually get results. What are the experiences that you guys kind of received with your classmates and people that know you, not even just classmates, but adults, teachers, any special instances that you guys can recall that have been a game changer?
So I was in class and this teacher, I'm in this class about learning how to get a job. Don't know why I'm in there or anything like that, because I'm not they want you to work at McDonald's or something. Another reason why the school system's messed up, because I should be learning about stocks, real estate, stuff like that. But the teacher, she found out what I did, and she asked me what it is, and I told her what it is, and she's like, well, what? It's not gonna last forever and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I have a lot more knowledge. If something crashes, I can move on to the next thing. I'm really smart. I can know what to do with all my money. And then, so she just told me, it's not going to last forever. You're going to need to go to school, learn how to get a job. But, I'm not with that mindset. So then the next day, I'm walking out of school, and I see her, and she's like, yo, Jacob, do you think you can make the school a website to sell merchandise on there? And I was like, well, if you give me an ed, then, I will. But, you were just saying that what I'm going to do isn't going to last me forever, and now you're asking me, to do it for you.
Yeah. So, me, so I would go to school. At first, people were like, oh, what you're doing is totally illegal. you can't just get stuff from another website and sell it for more on another website. And I was like you literally sound so dumb right now. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, Amazon FBA does that. Like, they get stuff from AliExpress and flip it up on Amazon to ship it faster. But yeah, so like people are like telling me like, oh, you're scamming people, like this is illegal and stuff like that. And I also have the kids where I walk into class and they're like, oh, rich boy, look guys, he's rich. And like, this was like the first day of school. I walk in and they're like, we get it, you're rich, we get it, you make $10,000 a month, we get it, you make $15,000 a month. And like, I literally get so frustrated. I'll be like, shut up, right? And the teacher like kept hearing this like repeatedly, right? And the teacher started saying, we get it, John, you make $10,000 a month.
The teacher?
Yes. She'd be like, we get it, John, you're rich. And then somehow she found out that my dad's a doctor, and she's like, we get it, John, your dad's a doctor. Like, it literally got like to the point where it was so annoying because everyone in class,
just start roasting them back.
Yeah, everyone in class knew, one, that I make $10,000 a month, two, that my freaking dad's a doctor, which I don't know how she found that out.
Or how that even relates.
Yeah, I know. And I was like,
What?
and then three, they just call me rich boy for some reason. Like, it was literally like so annoying, but you just gotta,
You think it has to do with all the designer clothes that you wear?
I don't wear any designer clothes.
Don't lie.
Maybe like once a week, like Yeezys and Supreme and stuff like that. But
Yeah, like I don't wear, like, I don't flex. Like, I don't go to school like,
honestly,
yeah, I got this Louis Vuitton watch. Like, you know what I mean? I don't flex at school. Like, I just try to be humble and stuff like that. But
at school, I'll just wear some like bum ass clothes. I'll just wake up, put anything I see on, because I don't care about what people think. Because if they come up to me like, yo, why are you wearing those clothes when you make so much money? Like, I know in my head, like, I make a lot more money than them, and I don't need to spend all my money on like designer clothes and stuff like that to make like
people,
be rich. Like,
exactly, yeah, to make you
it's like, just don't listen to people's opinions, because like their opinions won't pay your
it's
bills.
irrelevant, yeah.
So, real quick, let me ask you guys. I know. So when I first started making money online, when I first started, building a brand, letting people know I was making money online, I know, man, people in the hometown. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them though, they're probably saying some outrageous stuff, and then a few months later, they quickly turned to, I guess you could say, fans or students that they wanted to learn. They were hungry. They were aspiring. So like, what is your guys' like outlook on that? Like. What do people used to say when they before you guys got involved? And they were saying stuff about the other guys on Team Jet Set. What did they say at first? Then what do they say later? And then how does that relate to like what's happening with you guys? Like, if you notice like a consistent cycle?
Yeah, so like it was funny. So when Josh was like making money and stuff like that, like doing Zango, like his business, right? People be like, oh, Jet Set scam, like he's a scam. He's making all this money. Like, I don't know how he's making all this money, but it's definitely a scam. Like, they're calling him scamming and stuff like that. And Josh just hit him with the knowledge, right? Josh just hit him with the knowledge, and they shut down. Yeah, results and stuff like that. And it's weird, though, because, like, people called him a scam and said that he wasn't making any money, but now people are calling us, rich boy, but, like I don't know.
What do those same people start saying about me? A few months later.
They'll be like, how does your brother make all this money?
Yo, like, can you tell Josh to give me a ride in his GTR?
Like, they'll be like, where does he get all this money? Like, is he a millionaire? Is this blah blah blah? And I was just like, bro, like,
can't you just how to make money? Like
weren't you just hating like a couple months ago, like on him, like asking him, like, yo, is this a scam? Like, is he a scam and stuff like that? Like, people make no sense at all.
So. And you guys, so it's kind of, I realize it, like, it's kind of like a cycle. People will start talking shit, then, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, they're a fan, they're interested, they're hitting you up, they're asking you questions, and, like, they want to be involved. So, but you guys noticed that with you guys' own journey? Like, did you guys have people that were skeptical or talking shit at first, and now they're hitting you up?
Yeah, all the people I hang out with where I'm from, at first they're all like skeptical about it, like they thought I was scamming people, and then like once they started seeing results and stuff like that, and seeing that I can just like go anywhere, wherever I want, especially once I bought my car, that's when everything opened out. Like
they're like
they think I'm just gonna.
The next question was how.
Yeah.
How, and like what do you do, and how do you do it, and how can I get started? That's like those are the top like 4 questions that
like they went from hating, and then once they started seeing big results come in, they want to be on your side now.
A lot of people recently have, I think dropshipping is kind of trending, and I think a lot of people think it's new. Dropshipping is not new. It's been around since like 10, 15, maybe even longer, 20 years. But people are just not hearing about it, obviously, because of like social media, YouTube, and it's kind of trending. And I know a lot of people, especially in like the jet set community, there's thousands and thousands of people. I get literally like thousands of messages a day, people asking about it. And you guys, everybody wants to get started. I also know there's a lot of people who say they want to get started, but they don't really take action right away. And then when they do, some of them might not get the results they want, and they kind of complain. What do you guys think separated you? Like what do you think that separates you guys? Because like, I know a few other young guys that are crushing it with dropshipping, but the majority of 16-year-olds are not making like 15 grand a month. So what would you say separates you guys from the kids that are making 500 a month, from you guys making 15 grand a month?
Hard work and dedication. Like a lot of people, they stop after like they don't see sales in like 2 days, or after an ad and stuff, they just stop. They're not willing to put in a lot of work. They think that like, oh, this isn't gonna last me forever. Like they don't have the right mindset yet.
Like you want to educate yourself on what you're gonna be doing, you know, because you don't want to jump into the business and not know that much, and you know, not make that much money. So you want to educate, you want to find a mentor, and eventually you can scale your way up to make, you know, $500,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. So you want to educate yourself. You don't want to give up. Definitely don't give up, because that's what most people do. They give up once they don't get a sale, once they put up an ad, because they get, you know, disencouraged and stuff like that. So don't give up, and you know, educate yourself on the things that you want to do.
So you said find a mentor. Who are some of your guys' mentors that you learned from when you guys first got started, and how have they helped you?
My first mentor is like Jacob, because he taught me everything. He taught me how to, you know, get around the website. He taught me, you know, how to, you know, create my theme, how to make it look professional, and how to just make my Shopify look better as a whole.
Okay, and Jacob, where did you learn about dropshipping at first?
So basically, Josh, he let me and John into the mastermind, and I watched the Thaddeus and Fernando's part on dropshipping, and that was like, I want to be in dropshipping. So I would just stay all night making websites and stuff like that. But there's really like, it's hard like learning to make a website by yourself. So basically, just trial and error, staying up all night making websites, like learning new things. And then finally, after 2 weeks, I was able to get my first sale. But basically, Team Jet Set mentored me a lot, and then that opened up to other drop shippers who are like JT, J Riz. I would talk to them about drop shipping a lot. So it just opened, once you start getting results, your network just opens up.
So do you guys think that like law of association or anything like that has to play a big role? Because obviously you guys were over here at Jet Set headquarters a lot this summer. Do you guys think that played like a big role? Like, cause a lot of people, they hit me up all the time, and they want to find mentors, or they want to get around people like us, and they want to get connected, and be around people who want them to win and can help them win. And then when they don't see results, though, a lot of these same people use that as an excuse. They use it as, oh, I don't have a mentor, I'm not around these guys. So my question to you guys is, one, do you think it's absolutely essential? Like isn't it an excuse if they don't have it? And then number two, if they do have it, or if they don't have it, what other ways can they get around people to have what they want? I recommend usually social media, follow people, have what you want, but what is your guys' take on, that?
I always
Okay, so I always believe law of attraction. If you can manifest it, then you'll eventually meet the right people. And this has nothing to do with it, or it has something to do with it. So I did YouTube, as you guys probably know. And I wanted to meet big YouTubers and etc. Meet them, hang out with them, and not just, I don't want to be that fan. I want to hang out with them and actually talk to them. So I manifested, and I was one day I'm gonna meet him, one day I'm gonna meet him, and when I meet him, I'm gonna hang out with him and I'm gonna know him. And eventually I came around that point and met big YouTubers. I'm hanging out with them now, talking to them on a daily. So you really gotta push that your thoughts out there, because if you don't, then it won't happen. Even write down your what you want in the future. Write down what you want to do, and how you're gonna do it. Because if you can't take time 5 minutes to write it down on a piece of paper, then it doesn't mean that much to you. So write it down on a piece of paper and you manifest it. Think about it every day. Think about it before you go to sleep. Think about it when you wake up, and just have that thought in your head, and eventually it'll come towards you.
Yeah, for example, over the summer, whenever I was at headquarters, I was making a lot more money because I had more motivational work. I was surrounded by people who are making money. Then when I go back to Menifee, where I'm from, I was just surrounded by a lot more negative-minded people, and I wasn't making as much money. So I just tried staying the whole summer, staying with people who had what I want.
Yeah, so basically just surround yourself with people, you know, who have the stuff that you want, people who you want to be like, people who are making the income that you want to make. So just surround yourself with the people that you want to be like. Don't surround yourself with people who are negative, the people who will bring you down, people who, you know, won't bring you back up, you know. Surround people with the right people.
My advice, you know, a lot of people might not have that opportunity. They might not have the shoulders of the giants before them to step on. You know, people that can walk them through, people that can help them out. You know, this community is very rare. Like what we built here, Team Jet Set, is like, it's insane. Like I said it time and time before, I wish I had this like, you know, years ago, and which is why we created it. And it's super cool having a team like this. But my advice for you listeners right now who are listening to this is, if you don't have people like that you can get around, you need to go find people like that. The best way to start is, one, social media. So one, if you're already listening to this video or podcast, like you already have some, you know, you have an IQ score of higher than 120 because you're doing something right. You know, you obviously know what you're doing if you're listening to this, and you're doing that. You know, you're not with us in person, but you're listening, which is changing your law of association in a digital format, which is pretty cool. And from there, that's when you have to start getting results. Get results, prove your results, and use that to leverage to go meet people. You know, we had networking parties and events that we went to. John and Jacob went, and it's crazy because of social media. John and Jacob are going to these networking events, and people flew out from different countries and different states just to meet Team Jet Set. And they see John and Jacob, and they're like, "Oh my God! Like you guys are those kids. You guys are those guys, those 16-year-old studs." And the thing is, it's because they got results. So like, if you guys get results and you come out and you're showing people, then you are gonna have that same type of, you know, leverage. But the next thing I wanted to ask you guys is, so now obviously you guys got involved with drop shipping. How are you gonna leverage drop shipping to help you build something that's gonna be around for a long time? You know, whether it's like putting out content or like a brand, or how is drop shipping has it opened up other sources of income for you? Like, where do you see that going?
Well, drop shipping has made me like think of a bunch of other sources of income and like how to use your social media for good. Because I was just on social media, you know, to keep up with all my friends are doing, seeing them at parties, all that stuff. Then I realized how stupid it is. Like, are they making money off social media? No. I want to make sure I can make money off social media. So now it's opened up a bunch of other sources of income, affiliate marketing, stuff like that, and like mentor and like a bunch of other sources of income.
Yeah, you guys are doing what, consulting calls for just a consulting agency making money, promoting affiliate products. You want to tell us a little about that?
Yeah, so basically like for other sources of income, I do affiliate marketing, I do consulting calls for TGS, I do of course dropshipping, and I'm starting YouTube, and I'm starting to get into like stocks, you know. And it's really good to, you know, have multiple sources of income, just so if one fails, like if dropshipping fails, you have, you know, YouTube, affiliate marketing, and calls and etc. that the income is coming in from. Just so, you know, because if you only have one source of income and, you know, say that's dropshipping and it fails, then you're screwed. You know, you have no source of income. So you want to make sure you have multiple sources of income.
I remember seeing a thing that like the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, and like that's why they're millionaires. Like a lot of people who make like maybe like just average people making like 50 to 100K a year, something like that, like family wise and stuff like that. They only have one source of income, but like the millionaires have 7 because they're smart and they use all their social media and stuff like that for good.
So one of the biggest things I want to touch over is that if you guys are listening to this right now, if you're doing dropshipping or if you're doing an online business, if you're making money online, what you need to do is, so what I did to help build my brand is I show everybody my results. Transparency is key. I think probably for about 6 to 8 months, I posted screenshots of my income almost every day on Snapchat, almost every day on my Instagram stories, almost every day on my Facebook, and people saw me go from like $20 a day to over $2,000-$3,000 a day, and at some points like $10,000 a day, and they saw the progress, they saw the journey. So what that allows you to do is build a personal brand. So if you guys are doing dropshipping right now, you guys need to, you know, if you pick up anything from these guys, is that once you start making money, you know, leverage that to build your brand and use your brand to make more money, because at the end of the day, your personal brand is really all that you have. And these guys have been able to make extra money through affiliate marketing and consulting because they leverage their personal brand. They show their results. So those are 2 income sources that would not be available if they never show people the results. So a lot of people think it's cocky, it's bragging, it's narcissistic to show your results off. It's not. Those are your results. You earned them, so show them off. And not only that, but you're building your brand. If you're an expert in something, let people know you're an expert, because then that's gonna give you more traffic, more business, more opportunities. If nobody knows if you're good, if you're the best, but nobody knows you're the best, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you might freaking feel good, but like it doesn't really matter. So like one of my next questions for you guys is I have like probably 2 or 3 more questions, but this question right here. What are 3 tips that you guys can each think of, quick tips, just real simple, that you can give somebody who either, 1, is just about to get started dropshipping, or 2, is dropshipping but not seeing the results they want?
Never give up is a big one.
Yeah, so I would say stay motivated, never give up, find a mentor, and keep it simple. A lot of people like to make their Shopify business, they like to make their store really complicated. If you make your Shopify store really complicated, then it's going to be hard for the person to find the product that they want. And they like multiple products, they're most likely not going to buy all of them. They're just going to keep at it, and they're not going to buy any. So keep it simple, keep the Shopify site simple, and don't make it difficult for people to look around.
Self-education, read a lot, watch videos like these, watch videos from people who you see that have results. Listen to them. Like, don't listen to people that aren't having results. Listen to like all the big mentors out there. Watch all their podcasts, watch their YouTube videos, take notes, because that's a big, like, learning is big right now for this stuff.
So what are your guys' biggest tips of advice when it actually comes to like marketing Shopify store? Because that's one of the biggest things. Like, people can't get traffic to the store. Maybe they run shout-outs, it's not getting conversions they want. What are some tips on marketing your dropshipping business?
So like we said this before, you want to check the engagement. Engagement is big. So
Social Blade.
Okay, so Social Blade, Webstagram, and make sure you check the views, likes, and comments on Instagram pages.
Because anybody could just buy comments, anybody can buy likes, anybody can buy views. So like, go through their posts, read their comments. If there's like all those comments that are like awesome with the emoji and like all that stuff, and you just see duplicated comments, they're most likely fake. So like,
yeah, so make sure also like ask them for like a screenshot of their impressions or something like that, or their engagement. What's another one?
And like, if they're not willing to show you a screenshot of their impressions and engagement, stuff like that, then you know they're a scam. So.
Also, if the shout out or ad is too cheap, don't do it. Because if it's too cheap, that means they don't have that much traffic. That means they don't have that much engagement.
So what about your guys' first ad though that you ran for like $8?
$8, yeah. They only have like 50,000.
Oh, so look at the pricing compared to like
the like if they have like 1 million followers and they're asking like $10 for a day or something like that, like, don't do it.
But like if it's like Worldstar and they ask for 2,500, then do it because they have like 16 million.
Right. So what about when it comes to actually like running the ads, like how you set up your description or the pictures? Like, how do you guys like drive like engagement, like traffic to your actual website?
So basically, like, you want to make sure also like you test your ads. So you want to have like multiple ads and multiple pictures, caption, etc. And put them out. $5 ad here, $5 ad here, $5 ad here, and you want to compare. Which one does it best. Like, this one does it best. Then you grab that one and you put a little bit more money into it. Maybe $5, $10 more into it. And if it keeps doing good, getting traffic and you're maybe getting sales, then you want to just go all in and see if it does well. Also,
that's for paid ads, right? You're talking about
that's for paid ads. For shout out ads, just find a good description, find a good picture that the product that you're promoting, and send it to the influencer that you want them to shout out, and then send them the link, like the direct link to your product, and you'd be like, get your blah 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 here, hurry up, the sale's gonna end, click the link in my bio to get it. You know what I mean? Hurry, selling fast, and then click it. Also, use the free shipping.
Free plus shipping method.
Free plus shipping method. That's like one of the key things to use, because people are like, oh shoot, it's free. I'm gonna click on it. So basically, use the free plus shipping method. It draws a lot of traffic to your site, because if you're scrolling down your feed and you see something that says free iPhone, of course you'll be like, oh shoot, I want a free iPhone. So you click the link. It drives you to the store, and then you go to shipping and it sees like $10 or something like that. Then of course you might buy it.
$10 is something everybody can afford, so they're most likely gonna buy it.
Yeah, try to keep it also like under like $20, because like the cheaper it is, the more people are gonna buy it. Because $7, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, it's not gonna make a dent in someone's bank account. So try to make it affordable for everyone.
Cool. So one of the last questions I want to ask you guys is, where do you see this going, like in the future? Like the industry as a whole, like, you know, how much opportunity is there? I personally think there's a ton of opportunity to for this business. You know, for a lot of people to get involved. You know, some people ask if it's gonna get saturated, and they're like a common question I get asked is like, oh, dude, like, why doesn't everybody do this if it's that simple? And it's like, well, yeah, everybody doesn't know, you know. So, where do you guys see like the opportunity there, and what are your guys' goals? Like, how large do you want to scale? What do you see your guys' dropshipping businesses like doing in monthly revenue? And then what do you guys want to do like moving forward? Like, you guys are about to graduate high school in the next like year or two. What do you guys plan on doing like after that? You know?
One of the main reasons I do dropshipping is just so I have more opportunities, because like I said, I make videos, and so in those videos you want to make it entertaining. So I like to use the money that I get from dropshipping, and I like to put it inside my videos to make it more interesting, you know, to get, you know, more subscribers, more views and stuff like that. So I like to use dropshipping to my advantage, because the more money I make on dropshipping, the more money I can spend on YouTube and make my videos better and more entertaining for my subscribers and viewers and stuff like that. So I like to use it for that also.
And I think there's like a lot of people skeptical about like ordering stuff online, and they think like, oh, why would they order online when they could go buy it in the store? The reality is a lot of stores are closing down due to online sales and stuff like that. Like Toys R Us is filing for bankruptcy, or they just filed for bankruptcy or something like
People
that.
buy toys online.
Yeah, because everybody buys it online. I think like, is it Macy's and Kohl's shutting down soon or something, because they're making way more money online than they do in stores. So there's no point. So like, this world, everybody uses technology, so everybody just orders stuff online. Like I think the founder of Amazon, right? He just became the richest man in the U.S., right?
Yeah, I think he went up for number one for a little bit, and then he got repassed up, but he's up there.
It's because everybody's ordering stuff on Amazon and stuff. Like everything is online nowadays. Like nobody really goes to the store and buys stuff. They all do it online.
Yeah. So basically, what we're trying to say, social media is a place to be at this time and age. You know, it's basically the new generation. Everyone's on it, young to old. Facebook, old, young people, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's basically the place to be right now if you want to make money.
Do you guys think you'd be a millionaire?
Yeah.
Or what age do you guys think you'd be a millionaire by?
Probably next year.
Yeah, I'd say about 17.
Oh, let's go. Let's get it.
Easily.
Cool.
But once we turn 18, that's when it's going to open up, because that's when you can invest in real estate and other big investments. So we'll use our money to invest in other big things.
And we can do dropshipping legally.
Last thing I want to touch up on, this is just some advice for all the viewers, all the people that are listening right now. I don't know what you guys' opinions are on college. I'm not gonna bring it up right now because I don't want to leave an open-ended question, but I'm gonna give you my advice to you guys. I know a lot of people, they see all of us, you know, making a ton of money, you know, living, you know, this lifestyle, and they want to like drop out of school right away. They want to, you know, not go to college at all so they can make money. And so my advice to you guys is, I think you guys, you don't have to take my word, but I think you guys should at least go to college for like the first quarter, first semester, like 4 to 6 months. See how you like it. Don't even go to college, honestly, for education. Like, be dead honest. Like, I had a 1.1 in college. Like, I fell asleep, like, on all my morning classes because I was up so late grinding, you know? And I think I had a business class that I had like an A in just because I knew business. I didn't even study. I never even opened up a textbook in college. They're still not the plastic wrappers. But what I did do is I went and networked with a lot of people, and I talked to a lot of people. And a lot of these people I actually ended up doing business with down the line. So I think you guys should go to college definitely for the networking experience. And then I think you guys should join a college frat and have some fun. You know, that's really fun. And then, you know, figure out if you like it. If you like, still obviously try to get good grades, but you know, like you gotta. There's a saying that says you gotta try everything at least once. So, you know, so that's my opinion. I think too many people like they see this and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna go to school. I'm gonna drop out. And it's like the thing is like, well, you guys are smart. You guys are smart because you guys are like building a brand too. Network. A lot of people I met in college are people, you know, I'm working with today. Like I said, I had a 1.1 in college. I never opened up a textbook. I never took them out the plastic wrappers. I had an A in my business class just because I knew business. But like the thing is, like, you have to at least try it and, you know, figure out if it's right for you. figure out, who you can meet. And you never know, like, you might go meet somebody in college that you might open a business with, 3, 4, 5 months down the line. They might have a successful parent who is, crushing it and has a huge online e-commerce retail business. You might be able to team up with them and do his marketing. Maybe they'll pay you for his marketing. But like, you guys are obviously on the right track because you guys are building a personal brand. So like, and you guys are using your money to fuel other passions and other income sources. So like, whatever you guys are doing, you're gonna be successful. You're around the right people. You guys are doing the right moves. You're working your ass off. And I've never seen 16-year-olds work as hard as you guys. Most people say they work hard and they work like 2 hours a day and they wonder why they don't make any money. And at the end of the day, like, and you guys realize too, like, it's about the money, but it's not. There's, like, John just said it, it was about his YouTube. So it's like, you guys understand that the money is just a tool to have the lifestyle you want, to get to where you want to be. So like, for those of you guys listening to the podcast or watching this on YouTube right now, it's like, that's very, very key, I think too, like where your focus is at. If your focus is strictly on the money and you're not having some sort of exterior drive, then you're not really gonna ever make any real money because the motive is just not gonna be strong enough and not authentic enough. So first of all, to wrap it up, I want to congratulate you guys on making freaking 60 grand combined over summer. That is like insane. Like, your teachers don't do that, and I know you guys probably feel like pretty excited about that because I remember the first time I realized when I was in college and I started making $1,000 a day, and I was like, yo, like, I'm banking now, I'm banking. Like, this professor, like, what is he talking about? Like, my professor actually kind of talked shit at one point on like e-commerce, like marketing and shit. I was like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, I was about to stand up in class and be like, do you not know how much money I make? But I didn't want to be a douchebag, man. But I bet it's an amazing feeling. So, everybody from hometown is proud of you guys. Everybody on social media knows about you guys. So I would definitely want to congratulate you guys on that. And what I want to do too, if you guys like this, for those guys listening right now, if you're on YouTube, if you guys can just give this video a like, subscribe if you like the content, and if you're on the podcast, please actually today, so leave a review on this. So go to the iTunes and leave a review on this specific podcast on the Dropout Degree. If you're on YouTube, head over to the link in the description and leave a 5-star review if you like this podcast, and give me your guys' thoughts on the guests that I had on today. Let me know what you thought. I'm gonna be choosing 3 random winners. Just send me a screenshot on social media after you leave a review. I'm gonna be choosing 3 random winners to give $50 to. And all you gotta do is literally takes like 1 minute to leave a review on iTunes and let me know what you thought about the guests that I had on today. And to wrap it up, I'm gonna have John and Jacob drop all their social media. I'll let them plug a little bit, give them all the information so you guys can connect with them. You guys can reach out to them, DM them. I don't think you guys are getting 1,000 messages on Instagram a day like me, so they'll probably reply to you guys. Maybe they won't, maybe their ego's too big. But yeah, so I'll let them plug. And again, guys, thanks for listening. I'm actually gonna be doing videos. They'll be up on my YouTube channel later this week with each of them, where they go a little bit more in detail and maybe give you guys a quick rundown, show you guys a little bit more of the lifestyle and what they actually been really able to do since they started drop shipping. But I know it's getting kind of long, so we'll wrap it up here. So yeah, we'll take the camera over to Jacob and John. Just give them your guys' social media and wrap it up on any notes you guys want to talk about, any last minute advice, last minute words, like just wrap it up on a good note.
Okay, so my Instagram, Young Jet, go follow me. YouTube, Matt Pranks TV, we get lit out there. Also Twitter, don't follow me on Twitter, I don't even go on Twitter. Snapchat, John Madrid01.
Follow me on Instagram at jcanales43, and that's basically the only social media platform I use. So just follow me on there. Feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. I'll try to get back to everybody as fast as I can, but I'm very busy, so be patient, but I'll get back to you guys.
Guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, bro, smash 100 likes on the video for the homie Josh.
100.
Shout out to
you
him.
better get a 500 likes. What do you mean?
500? Okay, smash 1,000 likes on the video right now, guys. Subscribe to the homie Josh, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Any last words you guys want to give the listeners and the viewers?
Never give up. Keep on pushing.
Never give up. Let's never give up.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Wow, is it so zoomed in? Ooh, hold up. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys enjoyed that video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop a comment on what videos you guys want me to do next. And last thing I want you guys to do is subscribe, because we're on the come up to 1,000 subscribers, guys. This is crazy, guys. We have literally like 820 of you guys, or 820 of you guys subscribe to my channel. Is 800, or I think it's 880, I don't know, but we have like 800 plus subscribers, which is crazy to me, because I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, if you guys aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because we're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers within the next week, guys. I'm telling you, we're gonna hit it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then go ahead and I already said that. What am I saying, guys? Just see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.